right, let's get to my first guest of the evening. He goes by the name of Jhyve. He's actually this is his second appearance back on the show. What's good, man?
I'm chilling, man. Glad to be here. What's up?
I'm good, man. Good to hear from you. I had to look at the archives to see when was the last time you was on this show. I looked it up, and it was back in March 2013.
Yeah, we've been at it for a minute, man. We've been at it for a minute. But I like
Yeah,
it. We come full circle.
coming full circle. That's what I try to accomplish on the show from time to time. So I'm glad I'm got the full circle that is Jive because I've been rocking with you since 2013 and just seeing how you have continued to evolve, how you have just grown as an artist and as a man, man. Profound respect, and I'm glad to have you back on the show. And so, you are from Canada, I believe. You from Canada. Um,
Yeah. From Toronto. The
okay, from
hunt
the
right now, man.
six.
So.
Shout out to the six. Shout out to up north. Um,
Yeah.
I've been, I've been out of. I live in America. I live in Kentucky, obviously. I have been out of the country once, and it was actually at Canada. I've been to Vancouver and I've been to Toronto for a family vacation. It is a lovely city. I love Toronto. And once, the restrictions starts to pipe down a bit, I may need to make a trip back up there.
Yeah, you
Uh,
gotta come back. You gotta come
yeah,
back.
get back to the six and get a feel from Canada and see what's
Yeah.
going on out there, man. Because I know there's a lot
Absolutely.
happening in this city.
Yeah, especially in the summer. Especially in the summer. I mean, artistically all year round. Like, there's so many talented artists from here. I'm in good company here. But yeah, Toronto in the summer is something special. Even if you don't come down to check out the music, just come to check out the city, and then you'll get a chance to see kind of like the backdrop for all of these vibes that you're getting from Toronto artists. Like it'll make
Hmm.
a lot more sense when you're around in the city. You'll see it.
Now, when you think of Canada and music, obviously you think of guys like a Drake or a Justin Bieber. I was more of a Cardinal Official, like early in his career when he's
That's
signed with Akon. That was my guy.
way back.
I
Yeah,
like Official. Like, dude was the truth.
yeah, he's
So,
crazy.
and you have been keeping yourself busy. You got two songs out already, and I want to talk about these songs. Let's start with Energy. That was your first release of 2021. Talk about putting this song together, man. How'd you feel about putting the song out?
I felt good, man. Energy felt special because it felt like a song. I wrote it like just when things were beginning to shut down, and it was really inspired by just feeling like you know what it was like. I guess this whole like pandemic situation and COVID has really taught us to value um, intimacy and togetherness because especially in Toronto here, we've had to isolate like crazy. Like, I don't know how it is in the States, but over here it's like they put the lockdown hard on everybody. So everybody felt super isolated for a while. And this song was just about like reaching out and like just getting that feeling back and singing about that feeling of like intimacy and togetherness just because everybody felt like I felt like I was missing it for a bit. And so the song felt good just to sing about, just to sing about like that intimacy between like man and woman, like that bedroom vibe.
Yeah.
And that's what came out.
So yeah, America, as you may have heard here and there, we've been through a lot these last 4 years,
Hmm.
and obviously we got a different president, and let's just say he's a complete opposite of the former president, and you know we could have done things better, obviously, as far as handling the pandemic and everything. man, I don't. We, I guess, man, if I was in Canada with that man, I probably would have lost my mind. But here in America, that's just let people do what they want to do around here. So it's like, man, we ain't got nobody taking it seriously, maskless, just thinking that this viruses ain't real and people are actually losing their lives over this, man. It's like, man.
Crazy,
So,
crazy.
but there's 2021. Almost 5 months in, a lot more encouraging. So I'm back to going to shows again, supporting my friends.
Yeah,
So it's some sort of normalcy that people have been talking about for so long. So we definitely need some good energy, good vibes, as we get back to some resemblance of normalcy. And
yeah,
when I
exactly.
heard energy, I'm like, man, I felt that for real. Like we all take things for granted. Like being away from family, being away from loved ones. Me in particular, I'm 600 miles away from my parents and my family and my loved ones. And I live in Kentucky by myself, and everyone lives in Georgia.
Oh
And
wow.
I just seen my mom and dad for the first time in 15 months. They came to Kentucky to see me. We hanged out for 2 nights before they head back. So hopefully the pandemic has taught us, like, don't take the loved ones, your family, your friends, your close
Yeah,
ones. Don't
yeah.
don't
Gotta
take it for
value every
granted.
life.
Value that, man. And
Yeah.
so I love the energy joint. It's a vintage jive. Let me put it that way. So gold.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, and then we got one out now called About Her.
Yeah,
So
let's. I was
I
I was I was going to get to that, and I actually played that song before you call in.
hey,
And man, that's a dope song as well, man. So talk about how did that song got put together, man? How did you? What was the mindset? What was going through? The process of putting this. This got some storytelling feels to it, man. Like I was like, man, it's really is something about her. So talk about recording about her.
yeah, About Her was interesting because I wanted to make a song just about like noticing those one of one things, right? Like I remember having a conversation with one of my writers. I was like we're all surrounded by like the queens and the women in our life that just like, I mean, if you ask me, like have like superpowers compared to me. And I just like, there's just things that I like noticing about each of them. I like noticing about like the people in my life, the women in my life. So About Her is not actually entirely about one person. It's really about that idea of like my relationship even with like with women. It's more like there's something about them. Like there's something about each and every one of them, each and every like her out there. There's something about them that's just beautiful. Um, or that catches my eye. So it was just about noticing and showing appreciation, and it feels good. It feels like it came just in time for summer where we can have some fun with it and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm excited about it, man. This is the one I can't wait. Like once the lockdown goes, we can sing about it, we can like do shows and stuff. I'm really excited about this song.
So go check out Energy and About Her by Jhyve, and that is spelled Jhyve. It's pronounced Jive, as in the record label Jive Records, but he spelled it differently. So when you go through your platforms, you type Jhyve, and you get all of his songs, including Energy and About Her. And you can, and now About Her, that's the thing, man. It feels like every artist got that song saved for the summer, and you saved that song for this particular time, and it's it's a bop, man. It's a good joint, man. Just being in the car cruising. You know, put the window down. You see that woman about her, like, hey. So you
That's the
know,
energy, man. That's the energy we need this summer. Trust me, especially after the past couple of years, this is what we need. We need that energy, like windows down, music blasting. You're exactly right. That's exactly how I want people to be taking it in. Like when you're listening to it, like turn it up, go cruising, be in traffic, have the windows down, and just enjoy that energy, enjoy that vibe.
so as you are waiting, for things to for the lockdown to loosen down the restrictions and everything. So I noticed, from people that I've interviewed, they do. Some people go with songs before they do EPs and albums and such. And you, on the other hand, you definitely been working on some singles for the last couple of years, actually. So what is next for Jhyve? Are we going to expect an EP or album this year, or are you just focusing strictly on songs for the time being?
Ooh, I'm doing a bit of both. Like I'm definitely in album mode. I'm definitely building for like a body of work because I there's like a story that I feel like I want to tell, and I'm just like getting through the songs to get there. Um, but yeah, I'm also like working on singles. I also got like my next couple singles already lined up, ready to go. Like I know the story I want to tell. So yeah, I'm working up to an EP. I don't know when it's gonna be out. At first I thought it was gonna be the fall, but the more I was thinking about it, the more I was like, oh, now I want to take my time and really get it right. So it might be next spring. Who knows? But it is something I'm working on. Like every day, I'm working on just trying to bring stories and bring vibes and stuff. But yeah, right now I'm just enjoying like putting out a song at a time. Like putting out songs like about her and just like getting to enjoy it with everybody is kind of the vibe right now. But yeah, definitely. At one point, we're gonna get into EPs.
So earlier in the interview, you talked about how there's a lot of talented musicians in Toronto, in your neck of the woods, as far as locally and independent artists per se. And me being the avid music listener, like I love being on Spotify and seeing who's out there and see who could really get my attention. So who out there in Toronto, let's just say some of your favorites, those that you have collaborate with or you've just been listening for quite a while, who are some of the Toronto artists that's been getting your attention? You can name maybe a few artists here and there. Who, at least from your neck of the woods, that's been getting your attention?
Ooh, that's a good question. There's so many good artists here. So many artists I work with that I'm like a huge, huge, huge fan of. Um, I'd say if you had to like listen to like three Toronto artists right now, or look out for three Toronto artists right
Okay.
now. Um, I would say one would be like, I mean, I feel like she's blown up a little more in the States, but like I've always like held it down for my sister Jessie Reyes. She's great. She's super talented. Um, huge, huge fan of Savannah Ray. Super, super talented writer. Um, let's see who else. My homie Joel's super talented. I'm working with some very talented artists myself. Like I'm working with this one artist, Maddie Slay, who's incredibly, incredibly talented. That's MaddysLay. Crazy, crazy, crazy good voice. And she's on the come up. I feel like honestly, there's so many. Like I can honestly just go through and name a bunch of them because Toronto's just that place right now. But for me personally, yeah, I say Jessie. That's my sister. Savannah Ray, who's blowing up right now. She's doing great. Um, and then my homie Joel, Joel. He's like super, super dope, super talented, great guy. Um, it's hard. Like it's hard to like choose between all of them because Toronto's just that place. It's just that like it's just so much is coming together for that city right now in terms of music. So um, yeah, those would be a few. If I had to name a few, those would be the few I would name. But there's so many more. Like I feel like as soon as I'm done off this call, I'm gonna be like, oh, like there's five more I could have said. But yeah. Let's go with those ones for now. A lot of talents in the city. You got to come down. I tell you, as soon as the lockdown's over, I'm gonna have you pull up.
Man, I'm definitely looking forward to the day when Canada um, feels when the time is right. Obviously, different countries have their own deadlines. I guess you say different, approach and things. Um, I'll definitely keep an eye on y'all. I'm familiar with Jessie Reyes. I know she did a couple songs with Eminem off the Kamikaze album. They did a
Yep.
music video together, and Eminem vouched for her. Even I think he said exactly what you said. This woman is going to be a star, if not already. So
Already.
so she got my attention. I've heard her solo stuff. She is tremendous. So much in store for her. The sky's the limit for her. So she on her way. So shout out to, and again, I love Toronto. I've been there. If you haven't been to Toronto, do yourself a favor, and once the lockdown ends, go there. Go spend a couple of nights here and there, and just look at the city. Just get yourself a nice tour on the city, and see what the six is all about. I am happy for the Raptors winning that championship a couple of years ago. Y'all got a very passionate fan base. The Raptors,
The city went crazy.
yeah, they went crazy. And Kawhi Leonard, granted, he was there for 1 year, but he made the most of it. And, and seeing Drake celebrate the way that he did, that was quite entertaining to, he like, I got the chips with the dip. Like, that's just going to go on forever. That's going to be that random clip when you look back in that time and be like, I want my chips with the dip. So, yeah. So Jhyve, man, it is great having you back on the show. Thank you so much for being on. Good to hear from you again. And I promise it won't be another 8 years before I call you again. we'll do a little better. Once you get more music, and we'll touch base again, and hopefully by then, the next time I get you back on Canada lockdown, we'll see some signs of restrictions loosen up a bit, because that's what it feels like. We've reached that point. Like, we know this virus ain't going away. People are getting vaccinated here and there. So we just got to make the most of it, man. Eventually, people got to move forward. So we'll see. I'm thinking about y'all for real. So great chatting with you, man. And continue success. Keep doing you. More importantly, be safe. And go check out the songs About Her and Energy. Those are his 2 songs that's out this year. And he got more music on the way, man. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, man. I appreciate you. For everybody who wants to get a hold, this is Jhyve. This is ThisisJhyve on Instagram. And yeah, same thing on TikTok, Twitter, everything's the same. So come follow me, come check me. And yeah, it's a pleasure being on. Good to hear from you again. Yeah, no more 8-year wait. No,
we ain't gonna do that. I don't even know if my show will make it that long by then. But then again, we made it to 14 years. So
yeah, God willing.
So we'll definitely keep in touch, man. You be safe. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah, yes, David. Talk soon, man. Take care.